Hey guys, so I'm finally on some Christmas leave, and I figured that I would make a nice little update video for you guys of everything. And so we're just gonna jump right into it. You know, obviously this is the Panther Chameleon, and he had been upstairs for a long time, but he was recently moved down here. Plants in the cage are all live. Got some wandering Jew, some pothos. And this big one, these outside grow like a bush, but because it only has one source of focused UVB, it's actually growing straight up and then bushing out, and so it actually fits inside this cage pretty well. They do have to trim it every now and then. You got the Universal Rocks log in the center that we picked up at the Arlington Reptile Show, NARBC. Here's a nice close-up of him. While he's heating up over there. And so let's move on to the dwarf. Came in real quick once I close this. And so I've had this is the mother plant to all the cuttings that I have and do have in just all my different enclosures. And it has been in a window for a long time, but it's just gotten really big, and since I've been home, I stuck it in here. And his pothos plant's doing great. That little bush thing is outgrowing its pot, but it's doing great. And there he is. He has gotten big. And he's gotten angrier than ever. And I'm actually having a little bit of a problem with him feeding. He will only eat live food nowadays. He went off of the fish completely. He'll only eat live bugs and live rodents. So makes it a challenge to feed him, but my dad did a great job while I've been gone. He's obviously kept up on his care. He looked great the moment I got here. It's kind of hard to show over video. My dad had been sending me pictures and videos of this guy and just how big he had gotten. Like, you know, there's my hand for comparison. His head. I don't want to get too close to him. He's pretty mad right now. I don't feel like poking the bear. Not today. But his head is about the size of my palm now. Obviously not width-wise, but length-wise, it's just about the size of my palm. And he's a good 2.5 feet long. It just really doesn't show over video. Unless I were to move him and get him to come to the top of the water. And, you know, Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Today is actually Christmas, if you're watching this video at a later date. And then, right here, this is the orange ghost ball python. Once again, she is the oldest member of the collection that has been on this YouTube channel. She's made it through a near extinction event of my animals. The female retic, which I can never remember all the morphs. It's like a 4-gene snake. She's put on some serious size. And if you know how retics grow, they like to get really long and noodly and then start putting on some girth, but not until after their noodle phase. This is a new albino het for something boa constrictor that my dad picked up. He actually got this and one other boa in trade for all of our leopard geckos that we were starting that breeding project with. The breeding project just was too much for him to take on alone. And then here is his, there she is, hypo granite possible het green Burmese python. She actually is the sweetest snake. It looks like she'd bite you right now, but you just, she's just so curious. Honestly, I rival her curiosity with the reticulated pythons that I've worked with. Like, it's just it's like wonderful messing with her. Like, she'll track your hand. She moves her head around so much. When you take her out, she just is so curious of everything going on around her. And in here, we actually have a cage inside a cage. It's sitting a little bit less than half on the heat tape, and it transfers through just fine. And here is actually a little hypo het albino red-tail boa. That was a part of the trade. He's just small enough to where he can fit through the gap on this cage. And that's actually all we have for the snakes in the rack. But the big fella, this is the lavender albino genetic stripe or something. He's I can't remember. The animals that I can't remember their morphs. These aren't mine. These are just animals I've taken care of. They belong to my father, not animals I'll be taking with me. I sold all of mine. The only animal that I will be taking with me here soon is the dwarf caiman. Oh, there we go. Wood's warped a little bit. But this boy has gotten massive. You can see how thick he is right there. And he is doing absolutely great. Ooh, he's a little too excited for me right now. He's normally not like that. He's normally just a little head shy. But that's the first time he's actually jumped at me in a long time. Not too worried about it. I came in and poked him. That's what happens. And guys, that is actually all that we have here nowadays. We've got the pond outside still, but the pond is winterized. The fish are all getting ready to hibernate, and so there's not really much to show you there. There's some ice and a bunch of fish sleeping under the ice. So if you guys want to see any specific videos of anything while I'm here, let me know and I'll be more than happy to make it. But for now, I'll see you guys next time. Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching.